life groups. I am so delighted that you are part of A1, especially at the beginning of 2024. It is a fantastic habit for you to be involved in just connecting with other like-minded followers of Jesus. You can find Jesus on your own, but you can't follow him on your own. Hey, we've just started a brand new series in church called Resist the Drift, because we all know what it's like sometimes to feel as though we're just not as close to God relationally as maybe times gone by. So what we've done to try and fix that church-wide is we have now asked everyone in church to participate in a 21-day of prayer and fasting. Now, what that's going to look like is simply this. You can go through all the details, but we're saying, can you get up earlier in the morning? Not necessarily crazy early, but get up a little bit earlier than normal so that you can just spend time in right placing and sizing God by putting him first. We spoke on Sunday about 3 key elements of prayer that are needed in order to have an effective prayer life. We spoke about you need to have prayer as a priority, we need to have a place, and we also need to have a plan. And basically what that's speaking about is this. You can pray to God anywhere, anytime, but the most effective prayers are the ones that you pray early in the day, in a space and in a place where you're less likely to be distracted. Maybe for you, it's a couch or a chair. Maybe for you, it's a certain routine of a walk. But what we're asking you to do is find a regular place so that every single day you can encounter God in this place and go there with a plan rather than just praying about whatever comes to mind. Have a plan, have a thought process in mind. And as you initiate putting God first, and as you find a place, and as you have a plan, we're really expectant this year that God is just going to feel closer in terms of his presence in your life so that you'll feel him and find him in a real and authentic way. So I guess really as you're starting out as a life group back in 24, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Well, really the second one isn't a question, it's more me asking you to do something. But the first question I'd like you guys to discuss is this. Tell everybody else in the group, have you ever prayed and fasted like we're about to in January? Have you ever done it before? And if you have, what have the benefits been? And if you haven't, but you've just started in the last couple of days, how have you found it so far? And then secondly, what I'm going to ask every life group to do this week is this. Can you pray as a group of believers and friends that follow Jesus? And I'm going to ask you to do this. I'm going to ask you to pray for your leaders, not necessarily me, although you may choose to pray for Emma and I, and we would value that and we would appreciate that. But I'm going to ask you to pray for those that are in any area of authority over your life. You can start with the Prime Minister, start with local councillors. You can even include church leaders, maybe your boss, but pray for the people that are in authority over your life, because sometimes it's amazing what God will do in your life when you pray to him about other people's lives. Have a great night at Life Group. Can't wait to see you in church on Sunday for part 2 of Resist the Drift.